Chapter 16. Life, Death, and Beyond. You, your party, and remains of the old gods stare down at the father's body. The blade of light still embedded in her chest. We did it. We killed her. She's gone. She's really gone. Midas leaps into her brother's arms, weeping. You're free of her, sister. We're free of her. Hootis and Lily gallop up to you, with Hootis snuggling on your legs, while Lily lands on your shoulder, purring. I can't believe it. This nightmare is finally over. We have only to decide what's to be done with what's left of her. She should be left to rot. After all she put us through, she's not getting any sympathy from me. Not even now. Leave it to the birds, or whatever scavengers there are down here. This form is not a body, Malfoy. It is more like a soul, but even so, there are creatures here who feed on such things. I suspect if someone from Moss will remain, they will be the first to seek it out. Doesn't it seem a bit cruel to anyone? She is gone, priestess. She cannot feel. What's done to her now is for the benefit of those who remain. And who knows? This place was like the world up above. Maybe giving her soul back to it is a good thing. You'll nourish the city the way a body nourishes the earth. And that'll be the only good she's ever done. If that is what you believe we should do, everyone, then we shall. So, now what? For my love's efforts, she was not a true god of this world. His problems would not solve themselves now she is gone. Equilibrium might be found again, though. It'll take time, and not any of us will exist to see it, but it is possible. Or it will be, once I return the rivers to their true homes and herald the elves. I'll be with you every step of the way, sister. That sounds like a pretty big job for just the two of you. It is. But I'm a big guy. We owe to this place. These people. We broke their entirety, everyone. So just as when we broke the sky so long ago, we will mend it. You take responsibility. Good. We know what we played on. The father may have given up us the orders, but we obeyed them. A lot of people got hurt because of it. But you recognize that, and that's an important step in making things better. I turn to Vashi when he finds her standing on the side of the room, staring at the shattered potions littering on the floor. Mal puts his hand on your shoulder, and, without a word, steers you towards her as he looks up as you approach, smiling sadly. You look like you use some company, and I think everyone and I happen to know a thing or two about how you're feeling. I was simply thinking about all the stories that have led up to this moment, and how tired I have grown of hearing them. So many stories twisted to our chosen people's ends, buried entirely. Even my own love story was used as far as pertaining to propaganda. So you haven't changed your plans then. I still long for rest, but without a tar here to guide me, I feel lost, more or less. If you want us to remind you why this place is worth staying in, we can. And what did for me not too long ago. After everything you lived through, I feel like it's time to say goodbye. I'll support you. Well, if you're truly sure, it will help. Thank you, Awan. I should like you all to be there when it's time. I'm not afraid of what is to come, but I'm always glad to have you. I'm always glad for your company. Seriously? It's been so long chasing Yen. Every time it came close, it was just as terrifying as the last. So do you think you could leave some of that bravery if you were with me? You do not need it, my Swiss-speaking foil. You have the heart of a lion already. Just, I promise you won't leave without saying goodbye. Bashi gives you a nod, and as you make your way back to the group, Where Z steps forward. My friends, family, this will be our last day together. It's time for me to find my rest. A sibling. I'm afraid I must make a similar choice. Or rather, my daughter must. You still want me to? Like the others, I've ruined the world, and you are the one I hurt the most. I know I have no right to ask, but if it would not hurt you further, I would like to mend what I broke between us. Valley takes Valis' hand with profound gentleness. And that's not what you wish. I'll accept that and for my own rest. What I did to you was unacceptable, and the corruption I suffered is no excuse. I understand if you can never forgive me for it. It's not fair of you to put this on Valix. Not after. I will decide, Mother. But first, I'd like to speak with Alvond. Valley nods, and you and Valix step to the side. You don't have to do this. I know, but I'm going to. I just wanted to know what you would do if it was your choice. I give her another chance. I said it before, and I'll say it again. You're worth nothing. Whatever you decide, it should be for you. But I think if you say goodbye now, you can end up regretting it in the future. Thank you, Elrond. That helps. You give Alex's shoulder a confident squeeze as she wipes back away a tear, then turns back to Valley. Mother, for so many years, you treated me like an object, an extension of yourself to be taken apart and put back together. But I'm my own person. If you can remember that and honor that, I'd like to try again. Thank you, my child. It is more than I deserve. Tears fill Valley's eyes. She takes a step forward, wants to stop short, but then Valley closes the distance, let her mother hold her. You know what I think? I think we should have a wake. Z's not even gone yet. I think that's part of the appeal. It doesn't have to be some sad, somber thing. It can be like an orchid funeral, a celebration. I like that very much. The important follow-up question. Can gods get drunk? And more importantly, can the dead outdrink them? That sounds like a challenge. And that sounds like a possible recipe for disaster. You may find disasters with this group to be quite enjoyable, Medius. I do believe, after all we have done today, that we more than deserve a moment to toast our accomplishments. Celebrate your win over the far your party and allies sharing drinks, tales, and toasts. Yeah. Soon, you, your party, and all of your allies gather inside the Palace of Light's Grand Hall. The first thing that hits you is the music coming from a small band of elves, humans, and one very silent orc in the corner. One of the tallest projects. I never got a chance to meet them before, but now I would very much like to. Many sits on the tables, feeding bits of nectar to Hootis and Lily, who eagerly lick it from her fingers. Your friends are adorable, Elrond. And boy, do they know it. The winged warrior stands near Medius, his eyes flitting about the room, taking it all in. I'm glad that you're alright. I wasn't sure you would be after the fire hit you like that. Medius fixed me, made me whole again. Or almost whole. It's hard to be whole without a name. But I've thought on it, and I'd like to go by Lay right now. Lay? Does it mean something? Sounds enough like the ancient Elvish word for light. It is slightly different, actually. For us, it is simply a color. The color of our greatest city. Let me guess. Gold? It felt fitting, given my appearance. Any chance you could tell me where halls used to be in the real world, Medius? For reasons. Nice track arrives, arms full of tankers that he sets on the table before plopping down himself. Before the drinking, you want to show your exploits. Tell us what the dwarven wilds and the elements and the hells. Indeed, we saw much that you did in the world above, but know little of your adventures down here. You mean apart from that time we beat you? It was a die. talking about the underworld thing. I know you've seen them, but the underworld thing is seriously impressive. I mean, their massive sun that holds the collective knowledge of all the dwarves who ever lived. I want to fight the sun. No, brother. I don't know. I'll pick it when I see it. Please don't encourage him. We have grown so much, even just the last few days. I don't care how big either of you get. It will always be my babies. I still can't believe my little boys all grown up. Kilmer, please. As Sammy cools over him, he looks to the window where the end of all things bobs up and down, Valley standing by his side. She truly said that? How dare she? How do you reply? Well, you catch Valley watching them, her brow furrowed. I assume your mother didn't gossip much back in the shadow realm. Never not, but I think this would be good for her. Friendship's what saved me, after all. Enough drinking, enough talking. I was promised drinking contest. I'm gonna kick all your asses, especially yours, Nitrax. You win around. I'm happy to judge. Count me in. Hell yeah, pieces. What you up for? Absolutely not. How come on, Tyrell? Have some fun for once. Let's do this. Everyone reaches for a tankard, including Tyrell, while Tora and Nitrax lock eyes. You start to count them down. 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone goes back to pint and begins to guzzle. Their tankards magically refilling as they finish them. But soon Nitrax and Tora get the outpace near Mount Tyrell. Oh dear, you're losing ground. How do you want to drink so fast? Less talking, more drinking. That'll be easier if it actually tasted good. Nitrax grabs another tankard, drinks from two at the same time, even begins to sway. Into a sudden growl as she grabs the second tankard. Jeter, having trouble keeping up. You got this, Tora. And suddenly, everyone reels back, still struck, and Nitrax wheels on Radius, no longer seem affected by the alcohol. Sister. Oh, come on. She's about to win. Apologies. My brother overindulges. He tends to get aggressive with the furniture. I don't want to repair the West Wing again. And then, how about a show of magic? It doesn't need to be a formal duel, but I like to test my mettle. Old God versus new. Aaron, Valix, would you like to join? Give me and Lava something other than light magic to counter. I honestly think I'd rather die again. I'll be honored. Just don't be too upset when I win. I should very much like to see that. As the four of them cross the hall, Jettis follow. But you hang back and you notice Bashti standing in the corner of the room. It doesn't seem like you're enjoying your wake all that much. Oh, I think it's wonderful. And everyone else is having such a lovely time. I hate to ruin that. Bashti, do you want to sneak away? More than a little. If that will make you happy, I won't stop you. I'm not sure I quite know how to feel happy anymore. It's like that part of me died alongside the tower. You made the best you can do right now. It's what makes everyone else happy. I think they would love to be with you in your last hours. Thank you, Armand. You know, I've seen many heroes in my time. People fighting for what's right. But even your friends. You're my favorite story. Thank you, Bashi. You're my second favorite storyteller. But I hope you understand that. I do. Because he's my favorite too. But you are right. If this is my last chance to be with everyone, I should savor every moment. The two of you make your way over to the rest of the group, and soon you're all gathered around the table, talking and laughing. I'd like to propose a toast to the saviors of the world below. To you, everyone of House Nightbloom. To you, everyone of House Nightbloom, shaper of stories and hero of all. Z gives you a soft smile before turning to the rest of your group, raising their tankard. To Tyrell of House Starfurry, unlimited warrior for change. To Nea Larius, priestess of the Temple of Light and beacon of hope to the needy. to Mallory, champion of justice and magnificent road, to the Torah clan Talkalim, rageful heart of the sea, to Aaron Valros, reforged master of shadow, and to Princess Valix, daughter of dreams and dragon of destiny. Here, to the saviors of the world below, and all the cool titles. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts and the depths of our souls. I hope. Pause real quick to say just a tic tac in my mouth. So, and that's what I'm struggling to read. Tic tac, mouth. Got it. Cool. Move on. The true savior of the world below, for without it, we never would have the reason to fight. To you, Aran, the one who makes us brave, the leader who taught us how to lead, the best adventurer I know, including me, the wisest among us, the person who makes us better people, and who makes us realize we're people in the first place. You all are gonna make me cry. Laughter ripples through the group as they all raise their tankards. In that moment, all I feel is joy. Later that evening, you all gather with Bashi in a room where waterfall pours down from the ceiling into an open pit in the floor. What is this place? It's where I wrote all the magic of the afterlife, where the rivers finally disappear. The Jew undiscovered country, a place where no one returns from. Are you sure it's what you want, Bashi? It is, but it means the world to me that you asked. I'm gonna miss you so much. Nightshot picks up both Midias and Bashi in a hug. He spins them around and sets them down as Saria and Alara step up to say goodbye. Thank you, my friend, for everything. It was an honor to fight by your side. Bashi turns to Valley, who immediately swoops Zara into a tight embrace. I am so glad we got you back, if only for this small time. I wish we had more of it, but our story shall endure, my child. That I am certain of. So this is really it, then. Bashi, I'm glad we moved past the whole possession thing. I'm sorry, again. You were doing the best you could. In spite of all that, I'm gonna miss you. I'll make sure the elves know the truth about you and the other gods, the good and the bad. As it should be. I had missed watching you order people around in the middle of a fight. You were weird, but are kind of weird. Thank you for helping me realize we each get to write our own stories. And for... Bashi pulls Nia close as tears fall from her eyes. I know. You know what to say. I only just met you, but I had hoped not to lose part of my new family so soon. You can still change your mind, you know. Bashi pulls both you and Valix into the hug as well. Then Mal, Taro, Aaron, and Tora until you're all in one shared embrace. My storytellers, my heroes. I hope the titles I bestowed upon you will convey this. Each of you means more to me than words I could ever hope to express. Bashi pulls away from you and steps to the edge of the precipice. Then Z looks back. I wish you more stories, Aaron. It is the greatest blessing I can give. I hope you find the ending you're looking for, Bashi. Z turns back, staring into the rushing water. Yatar, I'm coming. Then Z steps forward and falls, disappearing into the abyss of possibility. Bashi's not the only one with a decision to make. We'll leave you to discuss it. She guides her brother out, Saria and Alara following them. Felly lingers behind a moment, then simply nods at Valix and goes. So, what do we do now? So, what do we do? Nefara's out of the way. We can go back. It's like none of this ever happened. But it did happen. The world below is in shambles. Midias and Nitras aren't going to be able to fix it all by themselves. They won't be alone. Mother and Lara will be helping, and I'm sure there are others. It's not the world above is in much better shape now. Not sure what happened without us. We'll have to deal with that eventually. Not now, in a few decades. There's no easy answer. I'm leaning towards going back. The world above needs to stand on its own 2 feet, but we need to show them how. We owe it to them to try at least. Despite your words, you watch as your friend's eyes flick between each other, clearly starting to panic. Look, it's been a long day. How about we take the night to think about it, and we can all make our cases in the morning? We all could use a break, you especially that rat. Why don't you let me cook something for you, and we can talk about things? She ducks down and whispers in your ear, one of her tusks grazing the shell of it. Oh, not talk at all. I saw a garden out one of the windows. And the fresh air is just what I need. He holds your gaze, eyes warm with affection. I'll love it if you join me. I find it far easier to think when you're by my side. And here I thought I was distracting. Only in the best ways. I'm gonna try and get some rest, but I don't expect I'll be falling asleep anytime soon. You reach over and take her hand, giving it a comforting squeeze, and she smiles. If you have time, I'd love to see you. To simply be us for a moment. Before we get out of this palace, it might be far too much home. Then go back to the city. There's a market we passed that looked rather interesting. Would you like company, or do you want to be alone? I always want to be with you, But the view from the top of the palace is magnificent. Maybe up there the path we should take will become clear. Perhaps you could help me, or we just sit together, the 2 of us. As your friends head off in different directions, Mal lingers by your side. You can probably already guess what I think we should do. If you want to talk, you can find me outside the city by the river. And I want you to know that I will never leave you, Kit. I know I just said we should all think about what to do, but I think you actually need to do the opposite. You should try to relax. That would be a lot easier if you helped me. I'll keep that in mind. Talk about the looming decision with each of your companions the chance to share an intimate moment together. It's your last opportunity to spend enough time alone with them in this book. I don't got that many diamonds, so. You wander out of the palace. Oh, why was I already paid for? I already read past this. Yeah, I already read past this. I was about to get to the second and final person I was gonna read the I was gonna go and check on, and we know who else is gonna go and see. Obviously, I was gonna go see a certain tall, blue, pointed ear, long-haired elf. But I wanted to show what happens with the others that I don't pick. But yeah, person I was trying to watch the video off of goes by too fast. So you wander out of the Palace of Light and then out of the city entirely. You get this by Mal down by the river's edge. You know, I like the water so much, I'm surprised you want a sailor. That's what Tori's always saying. But you know me, I'm not one for taking orders. Mal flicks a stone out from his hand, watch as it bounces across a still portion of water. Trust me, I'm well aware. I already know I can be very agreeable where I want to be. Now you ready to talk about what's really on your mind, rather than distract me with banter? Damn, kid. Got right for the drop. The sooner we talk about it, the sooner you feel better. He avoids your eyes, tossing under a stone. You already know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I want to hear you say it. I want to stay here with my mom. Not just because she's losing her memories, but because I want a chance to know the real her. She's always worrying about so much about Ren and I, trying to make our lives better. She never made time for herself. Exactly. Hell, she made time for my father, even when he didn't want her. I think she thought he would save her. Save us. So this is the only opportunity I have to be with her. I don't want to waste it. I understand, Mal. I lost my parents around the same age you lost your mom. So I believe when I say, I get it. No matter what you do, a part of you always hurts. Because you had to spend all those years without her. But will staying with her now make up for that? Or will it just be another thing I come to regret? I can't answer that question, Mal. Only you can. It's not that I don't know the cost. I know with me no Ren, no Vivi, no annoying furball, I always ask for snacks. But mostly it would mean I never see any of those kids I got off the street ever again. Mal throws a hand down his face, frowning. I don't even know how I can dig about disappointing them like that. I mean, ever since we got here, I've been thinking about how I'm not there to read them a bedtime story. Hey, I'm not just gonna stand by here while you make yourself feel guilty. You miss them. There's nothing wrong with that. Missing people is just part of life. But you can't make decisions around that. What happened to your heart following your heart? And that's important too. But your heart is pulling you in two different directions. You might need a little bit of help. What kind of help? Well, sometimes help can be logically digging through things to figure out the best answer. Or it can be trusting your friends to guide you down the right path. But we still haven't even considered what everything going on with the elves and the temple and... Wow, problem is that you're still putting the needs of others before yourself. I'm just trying to be considerate. You're being overly considerate. You brought up your mother, your sister, your children, your friends. But you already told me what you wanted at the start of this conversation. He frowns, going to toss him the rock in the water, but he catches his hand before he can. I don't want to make this more complicated for all of you. It's already complicated to begin with. But having you tell us the truth about what you want, that's going to help us make a decision. I want to stay here with my mom because I love her and I don't want to lose her again. There we go. Now, did you say that in front of the group? I could try. Good, then stop talking and kiss me. You were full of good ideas today. I think you mean every day. With a grin, get a hold of the front of his vest and put him close so you can lean in and kiss him. As soon as your lips meet, he melts into you, like you purge every worry from his head with just one touch. See, isn't this better? I don't know. I might need another demonstration to be sure. You make him forward again, crashing lips together again as he drops his hands to your waist, clutching it tightly. You deepens the kiss, and you revel in the taste of him, wood, smoke, whiskey, and amber. You make a compelling argument. He ducks his head down to kiss your neck, the rough edge of his stubble grazing your skin, a soft but pleasant burn. When he reaches your collarbone, he hits playfully at the spot, sending a shudder through your body as you gasp. And so do you. You run your hands down his still closed chest as he continues to pepper kisses along your neck. Sliding your fingers under his shirt, you make your nails ever so slightly over the deliciously smooth plane of his stomach. I didn't do this option. Last time I just did this Jordan Rock thing and it's already over. The things you do to me, Kit. He kisses his way back up to your lips, the desire in his eyes, while his hands map out every sharp line of your body. Every touch deepens the ache inside you, an ache that only he can soothe. Mal, I need all of you. This is a better time. This is this is my dirty dumbest but well better than the other option. Just see if I can skip a rock further than him. We ended up getting a tie, and we don't redo it because Mal says if we were anyone else, he would do it again. So, yeah, it kind of stopped shortly after that. So, yeah, you have me around. You always have me. You drag your fingers through his hair, drawing him into another kiss, even more heated than the last. You're wearing too much clothing. You push his vest off his shoulders, then pull his shirt up and over his head, baring his muscular chest. He gets off his boots while you unbuckle his belt, and then you push his pants down, letting your gaze rake hungrily over his body. This is the first time we see him Mal. Nope. Anyone want to see this? There you go. I don't really care for it, but yeah. This is what you wanted. When your finger down his chest and stomach, feel the muscles of his body tense under your touch. You start just at the point where he clearly clears you, brushing your finger teasingly over him and smirking as he shudders. Almost. You got his hands to your own clothing and strips you of each piece, his hands running reverently over you. When the last of it is finally gone, he sucks in a sharp breath as he admires you. Yes, I look good. Thank you. That's better. You won't hear any argument from me. The last of the barriers between you shed. You bear him down to the grass of the riverbank, climbing on top of him. He reaches for you, but you catch his wrist, gently pressing it to the ground to make your meaning clear. Let me take care of you, Mal. You kiss his chest, tracing the curves of his pec, while your hand snakes down to wrap around him, reveling in every beautiful sign of his need for you. He lets out a low groan, tipping his head back as you stroke him. And what is it you want to do with me? I want to taste you. Enjoy your kisses further down his body, pressing one to the juncture of his hip, then another to the inside of his thigh. Your breath goes over his sensitive skin, relishing the way he makes him shiver, before finally bringing him closer. Yes. You kiss and look over him, savoring the heaty flavor, letting feel your senses till there's nothing but him. Try to buck up into your touch, so you put a hand on his hip, pinning him down so he's completely at your mercy. Please, can I touch you? You glance up to see him reaching for you with one hand, fingers flexing and eyes desperate. The vibration of your hum makes his whole body quake, but he's clutching the top of your head, practically begging for more. As he rides with pleasure beneath you, you slip your free hand between your own legs and have to hold back a moan at the bliss that washes through you. Ooh. You bow your head and swirl your tongue to find a fast rhythm that leaves him gasping. Soon, every muscle in his body is tense, like a wire about to snap, and you keep pulling it tighter and tighter. Hellfront. When you call your name, he loses himself, his back arching up off the ground as he chases the feeling. You finally break away from him as you move your hand faster and faster till you find your own peak and rapidly succumb to the ecstasy it brings. Wow. Controlled together in the aftermath, Miles steals a quick kiss from you, as though he can't help it. Do you have any idea how special you are, kid? I mean, it wasn't just anybody who could convince me to put my life at risk on a ridiculous quest to save the world. But aren't you so glad I did? Every damn day. Same conversation, but, clothes were still on. It was a year without you. I never want to do that again. I don't even want to imagine it. I'm not going anywhere, Mal. You take his hand and bring it to your chest, laying his palm over your heart so you can feel the beat of it. Minus this. I'll admit, I could have done without some of the ups and downs of my adventures, but I don't regret a second of it. Because, without all that, I wouldn't have met you. He lifts his hand to cup your cheek, gazing deeply into your eyes. I love you, everyone. I was afraid to say it for so long, afraid it would change everything, but you made me feel brave, kid. Ooh, this is new. Because it kind of ended after his whole ups and downs thing. I love you too, Mal. That feels really good to hear. Damn, why don't I say it again? I love you, my Valory. Nestled into his side, surrounded by the sound of the river lapping at his bank, the owl slipped away with ease. And we know what I'm going for next. So, last one. I'm not paying for another one. I'll be broke. Wandering through the palace, you eventually find your way to the flowering garden, where Tyrell glides around in the steps of a dance. I hope I'm not interrupting. Join me, and you won't be. He holds out his hand to you. You take it, let him pull you in. He moves slowly until you got into the hang of the delicate steps, seeing the two of you are spinning elegantly through the garden. I apologize for my forwardness, Elrond. I just found that dancing helps me think. Tyrell, you're my Jubileer. You're allowed to be a little forward. But I do have to wonder if you're actually doing this so you don't have to think about everything. Seems like a pretty good distraction. There's just so many complications to account for. On a mount return to isolationism. My Kilma and Mal's mother down here. I miss simplicity sometimes. Makes it easier to fix things. Maybe the problem is you're looking for a perfect solution. There's rarely a perfect solution for anything, but there definitely isn't one here. I do keep forgetting that, I think. Perhaps it's part of being in a house. We're taught so much about this place, and it's not the stories. And the stories make it sound like profession? In the stories, a house is profession. There's a time when you cannot even write its name outside of poetry. You don't have to be perfect, and you certainly don't have to fix everything that's wrong with the world. The noise you're hearing is Tic Tacs. By the way, if I'm messing up on speaking, it's because there's a Tic Tac in my mouth. Currently under my tongue. It's Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs, and like it under my tongue is getting all the flavor. It's like I'm actually drinking a watered down version of Dr. Pepper, which is better than the actual thing. So I think the actual thing tastes like medicine, and I think it tastes disgusting. So all the people who would die on that hill that they love Dr. Pepper, y'all got it. Y'all got it. I mean, fuck. Die hard fans, and I like. There is never a hill I would die on like that, as much as Dr. Pepper fans, and it is disgusting. I suppose I always held myself to an overly high standard, and often it's been the wrong one. If I don't like Dr. Pepper, why'd I get Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs? It was there. It was right there. It was there. Like $1 or $2. Like it was right there. I said, and then said, fuck it. Why not? And here we are. I like the Sprite ones better, but you know. There are no Sprite ones. I don't want you to change your standards, Tyrell. I just want you to be kinder to yourself when you fall short. And not set in your anger and break it. He nods and smiles softly as the two of you pass under a blossoming tree, petals falling all around you. You're struck with that, Elrond. You feel like you aren't living up to what you're meant to be. I try to set more reasonable expectations. Sometimes my goal is just to make it through the day, though there are times where even that's a challenge. The world certainly hasn't made it easy for us. Our every day is significantly more dramatic than most people's. And that's why it's important to have small goals. And if you happen to have a normal day where you can do more than that, you feel even more accomplished. I blamed the Tic Tac on me messing up words. When just now there was no excuse for me to mess up what I was just reading. Ooh, a dime. I found my bed. It fell in my pocket. That still doesn't solve our current predicament. I'll log in. I'll shut up. You want to go back, don't you? I did. I felt like I still had work left to do. I think that's a part of dying, Tyrell. There's always more you wish you could have done. That is what I've come to see as well. While I admit that I'm still worried about what will happen to Unamount if I don't return, I actually don't want to decide. Not when I don't know which path is better or worse. Maybe neither is, at least for you. I mean, you have family here and back there, and there's plenty of important work to be done on either side. Huh. I hadn't thought of it that way. If you don't feel particularly drawn to one choice or the other, maybe take a step back on this one and let the rest of us figure it out. You are as wise as ever, I want. But it does make me feel better about tomorrow. Thank you. He gives you a gallant bow, then offers you his hand again. Now, how about another dance? One where we don't spend the entirety of it fighting over the future. I think I prefer a kiss. Why not a bit of both? He takes your hand and draws you close, enveloping you in the warmth of its embrace. Then you're swaying slowly to a melody that you feel in your heart as his lips find yours, soft and gentle. You know, for the first time in a long time, we don't have to rush. You card your fingers through his hair, marveling at his softness as you draw his lips back to yours. He clutches your waist as you deepen the kiss, a low heat building in your belly. Good. I want to take my time with you. He chills delicate kisses across your cheek and along your jaw, each one making you shiver. By the time his lips meet your pulse point, you're trembling in his arms, reveling in every touch even as you long for more. I think I like speaking for both Elrond and Tyrell because it's an easier voice for me to do. Like, I am Mal, I guess. It's just slightly deeper. There's no weird accent I'm doing, like with Tora. I'm not speaking too high, like for Nia. There's not a big question mark as for Aaron. My only problem with speaking for Elrond and Tyrell is that I made it sound too soft. And though naturally, in life, talking to people, I speak soft. That's still hard for me to do. So now I'm speaking like quieter than normal and softer. Like you can hear how I sound now. Like that's speaking like this. It's kind of hard. But then what makes it harder is speaking for both Elrond and then Tyrell back to back, because then they start to sound the same and I forget what the fuck I'm doing. And compared to how many other books I've read and recorded, these are the easier voices I've done. And you think, well, why would you not make the voice for your character easier? I don't think like that. I make the voice for my own character hard to do, and then I can't do it sometimes. Like, well, I know what I just said, but I'm not sure how much of this teasing I can take. He gently guides you down among the flowers, blanketing your body with his own. His lips barely brush yours as he whispers, I want you to lose yourself in pleasure, Elrond. All you have to do is let go. A compelling offer. I'm the first. You draw your arms around his neck and surge up to crash your lips together, and he lets out a low groan. To break apart, you nip playfully his lower lip, catching it with your teeth and drawing it out between you. Now I'm all yours. Tell me what you need. I need you to give me more. As you wish. Wasting no time, he glides his hands down your chest and starts to slowly strip away each layer of your clothing. He kisses every inch of nearly exposed skin, as though he wants to memorize how every sharp line of your body feels against his lips. If only you could see yourself like this, Elrond. You are magnificent. When you finally bear it before him, he sits back, gaze heated as it rakes over you. Yeah, we already saw myself. Thank you. Now he's gonna look at... Fuck you. He's gonna look all day. He strokes a hand up the outside of your thigh to your hip, rubbing his thumb soothingly over it. I could gaze at you for hours and never tire of the sight. And how about we get rid of your clothes so I got you on my own? You hear a chuckle. He begins to unbuckle his armor, slowly inching each belt to his loop till more and more pieces hang loose. You finally snap as he tugs his shirt from his pants, grabbing a hold of the fabric and pulling it over his head. What happens to taking no time? Rather than answer, you capture his lips in a passionate kiss, make quick work of his pants, unlacing them and pushing them down. You break apart, take a moment to admire the smooth lines and light muscles of his body, all for you. Those are cool underwear. Okay. I don't care how many times I've seen it, I still think it's cool underwear. Because I only noticed his ears are so long. I know he's an elf. God damn it, I know he's an elf. But I only noticed how long his ears are with his hair in that bun. I also saw a flashback of when his hair is all down. I was like, oh my god, I miss it. I miss when his hair was down. It's not bad like this, but I miss it when it was all down. Better. Much. The wildflowers and grass tickle your skin as he lays you back down, but then he draws your body to his, making you gasp. As you finally feel his skin against yours, the low warmth that's been growing between you turns fiery hot. I've got you, Elrond. He peppers kisses down your chest as his hand moves between your thighs, finally touching the part of you that aches. You let yourself sink into the pleasure of his fingers stroking over your skin, tilting your head back to let out a moan. Yes. He moves slowly, carefully circling his thumb each time till you're bucking up in search for more. The tension inside you is drawn out like a string of a bow, going with every touch, but it's not enough. Wait, let me pocket perk. Alright. Perk popped. No, I'm not shut the fuck up. Please, take me. Tyrell slides his hand into yours, interlacing your fingers as he braces himself over you. I was gonna say, let me take you, but, right now I'm kind of feeling lazy. I'm feeling lazy. I feel too much work, so yeah, you got it, fun nigga. Did I read that? Tyrell slides his hand into yours, interlacing your fingers as he braces himself over you. I read that. He slowly brings your hips together, and you draw your head back as you dig your nails into the muscle of his back. Ooh. When you're finally joined, he catches your lips in a fevered kiss that then starts with a slow rhythm. Each shift of his lips, fuck you. Tic-tac, mouth. Each shift of his hips leaves you gasping, the world disappearing until there's only the two of you and all the weight you're connected. You are perfection. You squeeze his hand tightly as you draw one of your legs over his hip, taking your heel into his back to urge him on. He picks up the pace, suddenly pressing against a spot that sends stars dancing across your vision. Yes. Tension's already coiled tight in your belly when he slides a hand down between your bodies, your fingers stroking over you. You just see a very sensation overwhelms you, filling your body until it's too much to bear. Tyrell. You lose yourself in the jaws of pleasure, Tyrell working you through every wave, drawing out every bit of it until there's nothing left. It only takes a few more rocks to his hips before he follows you over the edge and into oblivion. Elrond. As the two of you come down from your highs, you caught up in the grass, Tyrell gazing fondly down on you. Every time I look at you, I am reminded how lucky I am to have met you that day in Park Partnersness. I suppose in a strange way, I have kind to think for that. You still miss her? I do. I'm happy she found her peace, and more than that, I'm glad that she led me to you. For you are the greatest gift I have ever been given. I love you, Tyrell. I love you. And I, you, more than all the stars in the sky, for they pale in comparison to you. I also feel poetry. Just for you, Uvalier. Only for you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, Mal, when he said I love you, we had a choice to say it back or, choose something else. Tyrell, that was not an option. I'm gonna assume it's because I got more romance points for Tyrell, and 2, in book 2, towards the end, I did pay for a scene where we got to basically confess to each other, and that's where the whole Julia thing came in. So that's probably why the game had us just say to Tyrell, I love you, instead of us having to choose it. I was just drawn off, like, I don't get to say it? Because I want to pick. Yeah, I was gonna pick to say it back, but, like, I still want to pick. I mean, this game is called Choices after all. This game is called Choices. I still want that choice to pick. Whatever. Laying in his arms is easy. I guess it's lying. Lying in his arms is easy to get lost in the soft drum of his heartbeat, and time slips away. And because all of these are dirty freaking diamonds, we're not gonna do Bloom and Advisory. And from what I've seen, it looks boring anyways. We're not gonna do Find Yourself with Aaron. We're not gonna do Sweet and Savory, even though I would love to, because Tora's cooking for us, and it's food, and it's some Tora, and it's a tall, muscular, green, sexy orc woman who's cooking for us, and it's like me saying no to that is like, why the fuck would I say no to that? But at the same time, I'm not spending 30 more fucking diamonds on this damn thing. And then Valix, to be honest, like, we're not doing it. I'm just gonna get some sleep, even though I almost considered paying for Tora's thing, but I literally almost convinced myself to do Tora's thing. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Tall, green, muscular elf lady. Yeah. Tall, sexy, green, muscular orc thing. Yeah. And she's cooking for us. Mama. I almost paid for it. I almost told her, I was like, it wasn't 30 more diamonds. No. No. Refrain. We can enter the drawing room the next day. It's already perfectly prepared. Your body's laid out at the top of the stairs. Morning. Big day today. Wait, your stuff wasn't. You're starting to sound like Raleigh. That better not be an insult. Sarah marches in with bound RNA. Will you have your discussion? Aaron, would you have us do with her? Aaron. She looks at him pleadingly, but he hardly spares her glance as he turns to you. What do they go on? We can prison her here and use this as an opportunity to carefully get information out of her. Or we could end her. Throw her down the waterfall path she showed us. Make sure to keep her close. Aaron turns back to face RNA and Serena. Mother is to be confined in the palace or other such holding cells indefinitely. Aaron, don't do this. She looks heartbroken and desperate. Her eyes sustain locked on Aaron as she's dragged out the door by Serena's men. Do you think you visit her? Yes, but immediately. I know how bad being alone with your thoughts can be, but I don't want to give her a chance to manipulate me. I'll watch over her in the meantime, Aaron. Thank you, Serena. Serena nods and exits after her men. We still have a decision to make. A pretty monumental one. Shall we stay in the afterlife or return to the land of the living? You look around your group, the wave all bearing down on you. Nia clears a throat. Well, I know it may sound like I'm dodging the question. I'd really be alright either way. There's plenty I can do in the world above, but shall we stay here? I trust my priestess and my congregation, and Midias has been so kind. I know yesterday I was really intent on returning to life, but having given more thought, I agree with Nia. I'm surprised. Charlie, you were so worried about the elves. Are you sure? I spent so much of my life trying to convince people to do the right thing. Sometimes it works, often it doesn't. If I go back, I'll continue to fight, but I cannot single-handedly save the elves from themselves. I understand that now. Finally. Besides, someday others will have to carry on after us and live with the consequences. I'm easy Lambat. I'll just stay with you all for now, no matter what it might be. So that's 3 of us who are fine with either option. Sorry, make that 4 of us. I can't be that agreeable, kid. I'm sorry, but I won't be here with my mom. You don't have to apologize, Mal. I know it's selfish, but I never got time with her. That was part of why I built the orphanage. Give kids the support I didn't have. I have to trust that the system I built will work without me. So I do leave. It's a chance my mom won't be here when I get back. For once, I hate to be contentious. For once, I hate to be conscientious, but I spent most of my life making decisions based on other people, obeying them, splitting them. I want to go back to the living world and see what living for myself is like. I want to go back for the same reason, seeing so little of the world above. When I do that, I don't know that I can return here. I'm not sure I'll ever die. Not naturally, anyway. Valley, do you know? I wish I had answers for you. You're so much more than a construct, Alex, and yet your magic essence is eternal. It can go either way. How about you? Could you come with us to Morella? I suppose I'd long to stay with you. I don't think I'd be very welcome there. And I'm afraid I don't have a body for her. She's not small like your Lemont. I can sneak her through with a little extra magic. We could spend hours arguing over this, but there's one person who's earned the right to decide for us all. Everyone turns to look at you. You've done so much for us, everyone. So choose what you want, and we will follow. You want me to decide? For everyone? You step back, mind racing, and in the blink of an eye, you find yourself standing right where you need to be. Everyone, you're back. Did you beat her? Is it over? You won, Cade. But now there's a choice we have to make. We'll just stay here or not. Why is that a choice? Just come back. It's not that simple. The afterlife needs help too. And if I made a mess of this place, the people down here need help. I don't think Nitros Media can do it alone. But what about me? What about Shedra and Treep and the rest of your friends? I can still visit. But you can't touch me. And I'll never get to see others again. How does everyone else feel about it? If Alex and everyone want to go back, and Torania and Tyrell are good with anything. But Mal really wants to stay with his mom. So either way, someone gets hurt. And they want me to make the final decision, Cade. What do I do? You know, you do what you always done, everyone. You follow your heart. Your heart saved me from the Shadow Realm. Saved everyone from the Ash Empress and the Far. It won't lead you straight now. Your brother's words still echo in your ears as you return to the drawing room. I'm sorry, Mal. We're going back. I made the preparations. Luckily, the Far did most already. Now exactly correctly, mind you, but it's a start. You turn to mouth. She starts to gather energy around your bodies. Tears seem to vibrate with magic. I'm sorry, Mal. Don't be. I got lots to do back there. My mom promised to wait for me. It's time I try trusting her. I think you'll find your way back to each other. After all, the afterlife is about belief, and you believe in the people you love. It seems that this is goodbye for now then, Alex. Maybe you can use this time to work on yourself. A wise thought, everyone. I will endeavor to give you the mother you deserve by the time you return, my dear. Time passes much more slowly here. We'll be back before you know it. Valley gives Alex a quick hug, pressing a soft kiss at the top of her head before letting her go. Not too soon, I hope. I want you to enjoy this life of yours. There's a brilliant flash of light as the drone itself morphs into the shape of a door, the inside glowing bright. Thank you for all that you have done. The way is open now. You take a final look around at your friends, for you all step through the glowing gateway. Ouch. You re-emerge in front of a very familiar congregation who stare up at you, eyes wide. The priestess returns with the hero Marilla. It's a miracle. No rest for the wicked, huh? Oh, the holy it seems. Everyone, you're alive. Oh, this is wonderful news. The traitor's with them. Your Majesty, it's a traitor. You turn to see King Alarlin staring wordlessly at Aaron as he tries to duck behind Mal. Then he shakes his head as he's waking from a dream. Arrest him. Let's not be hasty about this. Actually, Your Majesty, Aaron saved us and the realm. What are you talking about? I'm talking about how we're only standing here, returned to you, because of his help. He's a hero of the realms, the same as the rest of us. That's not... I also need to speak to the royal archers right away. I learned some very interesting things with the late queen. The king pales. I think it's about time we had a conversation about your rule. A long conversation. A few months later, you watch as Cade wraps a cord around his and Sertra's hands, smiling as he stares down into her eyes. Sertra's 7 year. You are the most brilliant, beautiful melody I've ever heard. Perfect harmony to the song of my heart. Cade Lebon, you're my joy, my laughter, my love, and my life. I can't wait to see the future we build together. May you always be bathed in the light's love, our dear, new, and beloved husband and wife. And may the ancestors bless you both to the day you join them. The doors toss coins in the air, and the rest of the crowd cheers as Sertra pulls Cade down to a kiss. Whew, that's my brother and my new sister-in-law. As the couple makes their way back down the aisle, you pull them both into a tight hug. Congratulations. You actually did it, Cade. Never asked you today. I should be saying that to you. I never took you for a romantic, Mal. I knew all along. It was a beautiful ceremony, Sertra. I thought the best wedding I've ever been to. I've been to so many. This is my first wedding, but it seems like a wonderful tradition. Just wait to see the buffet table. It read me about and all kinds of stuff was already done that you gotta taste. You don't have to tell me twice. I've always wanted simple dwarven pastries. Now we got 4 of them. Thankfully, those two don't actually talk. As Zero's making a mad dash for the food, Cade playfully nudges you in the side with his elbow. So everyone, when do you get married? Shut up. A few days later, you head to the Temple of Light to meet up with Nia, who's in the middle of speaking with the other members of the temple. Remember, you're there to instruct, not to dictate. Once the children have a basic understanding of how to control their magic, it's up to them and their families to decide if they will pursue it further. Nia dismisses them with a soft smile that grows as she spots you at the door. Now on, I wasn't expecting you. Nor was I. Oh, look at my outfit, it changed. Seems like your new policies are going over well, sending priests out to teach gifted children rather than taking them away from their families. That is the easy part. Trying to get the ones who are already taken back to their families is what's hard. But I've been working with Mal and Ren to track them down, and when that's not possible, we'll find people willing to adopt them. And what the god stuff, how are people taking it? I expect they're taking it better than the others are. Light worship here has always been less god-focused. However, hearing about all of the father's feelings has made it far easier to convince people that I'm not also a god, which is a relief. You're doing good work, Nia. Thank you. I'm sure you didn't come here to listen to me ramble. To what I owe you the pleasure. Well, I've taken a lot in the last week and... I never seen 2 romance options and I'm like not, I don't want to any of them. I got scared. I'm gonna say one. Can a high priestess get married? Let's run out together. I was worried I hurt you when I ended things. I won't lie to you, Roland. It hurt. It still does hurt. Nia's lower lip trembles, and she quickly wipes out her eyes. Wait, what does she mean? What do I mean? I'm sorry. I just thought... You don't need to apologize. You can't help how you feel. But I think I still need more time to absorb that before I might move forward. So what? Of course. I'll give you some space. Wait, what? What was it? Wait, what? Was it? How do we break up? Wait, huh? Wait, what was it? No, wait. What? Right, ended things. What do we end things with? Huh? Later, you head across town to the orphanage, where you find Mal and Ben reading a story to the children. And so, the valiant thief, the wily pirate, the powerful priestess, and the hero Marilla say that there's this elf in the Globtars. Silly elf. As the children dart upstairs to get ready for bed, Mal and Ben step over to you. I'm telling Tyrell you called him useless next time we see him. Please don't. You ready to go out? You ready to go after another girl tied out, Elrond? Only if you're both sure Safina isn't going to retaliate again. You know we can't promise that, kid. She's clearly not taking it seriously, though. I actually saw someone poison my drink at the bar last night. Mal, you need to be more careful. I'm always careful, kid. I'm not. That's what I got you for. I'll leave you two alone for a minute. Come join when you're ready to get to work. With a roll for her eyes, Ren heads out the door. There's actually something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Oh, and the things, like relationship. Oh. It's like we're letting down all the ones we don't want to be with. Like, so how do you feel that I don't want to be with you? Now, are you sure you're okay? Are you sure you're okay after we ended things? I just want to make sure we're on the same page, because you're still one of my closest friends, and we can stop the flirting if it bothers. You were ready to move on, Elrond. I can't blame you for that. When we first met, you were still a native kid, and now you've seen all the world has to offer. Of course, you're gonna want something different. I'm sorry I didn't figure it out sooner. That first week was tough, but I got a lot of things to live for now. And I'm happy I was the one who helped you show the world. So am I. Oh, so we're going through other people. Wait, we're just going through everyone. Like, you want to date them? Not date them. Like, you want to marry them or not? Oh my god, oh my god. Anyways, this one's gonna be a yes, because I know it's Tyrell. Hi, blue boy. A few weeks later, you find yourself on the mount, where Drina opens the door to Starfairy Manor and ushers you inside. Oh, everyone. Oh my god. I'm so glad you're here. Maybe I'll listen to you. I keep telling him to slow down, to pace himself, but he's stubborn, I know. Tyrell descends the stairs, looking exhausted. It's good to see you, but I'm afraid I'm rather. I can't leave you alone for a minute without you falling back into old habits. Just because Undermount has reopened its borders doesn't mean our work is finished. Tyrell, I don't move past this. I'll just be like this for a few more weeks, Elrond. At least, I hope that's all it will be. I'll let you talk it out. I almost choked on Tic Tac. Not even a whole Tic Tac, it's half a Tic Tac. How not even half a Tic Tac, half that, half a Tic Tac. Instead of let it go down, I let it come back up. I don't know why. Almost died. As Adrena slips out of the room, he pulls Tyrell, taking his hand. You need to pace yourself, Tyrell. I'm trying, Elrond. I promise. I need you healthy, Tyrell. How else would I marry you? Elrond. Sorry, I meant to plan it better and be more poetic. It was perfect, Elrond. As are you. I'll be honored to be yours in whatever way you have me. Something new, something blue. Something new, something blue. Yes, we don't need something blue because we are the blue. I want you in every way, Tyrell. First for our lives and beyond. He swoops you up into his arms, capturing your lips in a sensual kiss that tastes of fresh dew, spring and rain, fresh and utterly perfect. Now as your betrothed, I imagine you take a break and go on a walk with me. As you wish. You drag him out the door of Starfairy Manor, and with his hand in yours, it's like everything is right with the world. From Undermount, you and Tyrell make your way to the drive to hit Fergie I was down the mountain, but sorry. From on the mount, you and Tyrell make your way to the dead wood, where you come upon Tora and Aaron working with the goblins to restore some damaged trees. Careful, everyone. The forest is hurting today. How am I supposed to make a living if I can't cut anything down? We didn't say you couldn't cut some trees down, mate. You have to be careful about it. Besides, there's plenty of lumber that can be cleared out without cutting. Less effort and better for firewood. Fair enough. Where are you at? I'm afraid not. But good eye. I get that a lot. What an asshole that guy is, right? As the woman heads off, Aaron tries to jump in Tora, only to nearly fall himself when Luck catches his. I see the two of you are getting along. Hopefully no one is getting maimed in the process. I think I can pull you away for a minute, Tora. For you? I can more than admit, Lambert. You pull her away from the others, out of sight. I just wanted to say that I missed you. Come on, it's been a week, Lambert. That was too long. Well, I will make it for last time then. Should I saw the word muscular and I started to choke. Like damn. Wish that could be me. She wraps you in her muscular arms and brings her lips to yours, and you feel like you're sailing toward an endless horizon. You beckon Aaron over to you, deep into the woods and away from the others. You did great with that woodcutter. With avoiding her suspicions. Yes, I got rather good at that. And that's not what I was talking about, and you know it. I'm proud of you, Aaron. And I can't wait to see what else you do. What else will you do, I think you mean. You're the reason I've been able to accomplish any of this. Don't go give me all the credit. You're the one who did the work. Maybe. But still, when I'm with you, everyone, I feel like I can do anything. You can. Then you're kissing him, softly, gently, whilst he numbs this beautifully complicated boy who stole your heart. You sweep with great wings overhead and look up to see Valix just as she comes in for a landing. Yes, and you. I was looking for you. Hello, and Tora, Aaron, Tyrell. I just seen the most wonderful thing from above. A river that stretches all the way to the sea. I did say I would take you sailing, didn't I? You did. First Melania, we can go now. Whoa, Valix, slow down. We're going to meet up in the White Tower in a few days. You don't need to rush. Valix shrinks down to her usual form and stretches her arms. Can't help it. I miss having us all together. Then why don't we go wrap up work? Then why don't we go wrap up our work here so we can get a move on? But first, there's something I want to talk to you about. You draw Valix away from the rest of your friends and want to find yourself fumbling. I really don't know where to start. I'm familiar with the feeling. Say what you can, and I'll help. And I was always down. I was always down for a poly relationship. Real life, so I can't even get one person in real life, so whatever. In real life, or in one of these books. Or in a game, I guess. And I'm finally getting that. Yes, I'm obviously choosing Tyrell. Obviously, Tora. Aaron's an asshole, but, you know, it's my kind of asshole. He's my kind of asshole. And I've gone soft on Valix. So I'm basically saying, fuck you, Nia. You too nice. You too sweet. You too. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't. And Mal, you're more like a friend, like a bro, awkward punch to the arm kind of thing. Like, Valix, will you marry me? Marry you? How does that work? I mean, it's like Kate and Cedra, and we had marriage in the Shadow Realm, but it wasn't quite the same. Well, basically, vowed to be together forever, and then do that. Have we not already promised as much? Not in a formal way. That's basically all marriage is. Then let's get married, And we were having an even bigger party than Kate and Cedric did. I thought you hated hosting parties for Alex. Not when I'm with you, I don't. You pull into her tender kiss for a long adoration. She wraps her arms around you. Your heart feels like it's soaring. Like how when we get Tyrell comes with us to this forest to see Tor and Aaron, and we just had to either ask them out or break up with them in like proximity to the others. Umal and Nia, they weren't, together. They're not even here with us now. Like, okay. Did I read this? You pull into a tender kiss for a long duration as she wraps her arms around you. Your heart feels like it's soaring. Yay. A few days later, you're back in White Tower, looking out over the city with all your friends. For once, we're all up here and there's never any pockets in sight. Mal, you're gonna jinx us. There's no book 4, so beat the gods around. I think the universe is gonna give us a break for a bit. It does feel like things are changing, and everything will be alright. I didn't think I'd ever see the world of peace, but it might have finally gotten there. I mean, we deposed my father, resettling the Dreadwood, and the elves could be paving. The temple's getting better too. Progress wins the day. Couldn't I put it better myself? Peace. What's the sound of that? No more worlds to save. Just a life to live. A life that's just beginning. Wait for it. Just stay to the end. L1 Night Bloom, Striper story, companion of life and death and hero of all. You mastered 15 of 15 skills. You wielded 3 of the 3 legendary weapons and read 6 of the Lord Tablets. You completed 16 of 16 side quests. Congratulations, you collected all the Lord Tablets and locked the bonus scene. Yeah, I said stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Hey, isn't this how I started? Isn't this how the book started? In book 1. In a quaint little tavern in the town of Riverbend. Congrats and all on the wedding, Cade. But you do have a tab to pay. I thought he was Riverbend drink free. Not once have outstanding tabs for what they skipped out a few years ago. How about I pay with a song? No. No, God. I got you, kid. Just make sure everyone here is entertained. I can do that. Cade drags his stool toward the center of the tavern and begins to strum his lute. Attend, my friends, the tale of Elrond of Riverbend, whose parents met a tragic and untimely end. The hush falls over the crowd. See, I'll turn to face Cade. When he lost his brother, set out to make it right, even as the Lord's shadow sought to swallow all light. There were costs and terrors. Terror was true, but that's why he fights for me and you. The melody changes to a more up-tempo beat, and soon the whole tavern is clapping along. Attend, my friends, to tell Elrond of Riverbend, a hero upon whom we can all depend. He and his friends faced many dangers, terrible and true, but he faced the light of day again, cause he fought for me and you. It begins, my friends, with me trapped in the dark, when my brother sent me out to make his mark. Joined by a priestess, a Nesper and a thief, he ventured to Paris in search of a solution to his grief. There he met an ordinary elf on a quest of his own. Come on! There he met an ordinary elf on a quest of his own, followed by a pirate princess whose rebellious nature is shown. On the high seas they found, second shot of many, then the shadowy on the mount they went, where intrigue was aplenty. They reached the capital, the goal in sight, but then the traitor prince and corrupted priest spoiled all the aforementioned light. They took the noble priestess, a story terrible but true, and so our heroes were forced to fight for me and you. The next part you know, so I need to know. Fuck you, woman. The next part you know, so I need delay for our dear Elrond and friends to finally save the day. They captured the cruel prince. The tower was he confined, while his not so They captured the cruel prince. The tower was he confined, while his not so noble father waited, laughed, and dined. A brother returned and medals awarded. Our story could have ended. But the world had yet another tale when dear Elrond was taken beyond the veil. Our other heroes were left to wait for a tortured year, where everyone was trapped in a realm of fear. He woke and fled, and to us he did return, leaving his captor, Princess Valak's raised to burn. Return everyone dead, and so began another dangerous story, not for revenge or rescue this time, but for safety and glory. They moved through the forest and desert, light and shadow, pain and valiant hope, all their chances hanging by a quickly fraying rope. Abandoned by one, betrayed by another, rose in both realms, found dreams and to smother. So one he built an army of men, dwarves, orcs, and elves, fighting for each other rather than themselves. Attend, my friends, the tale of Elrond of Riverband, a hero of likes of which we'll never see again. He slayed the Ashen Empress and stopped her army too, and now, my friends, we know what it is time. We know what it is that he must do. Sorry, I'm fucking up. He liberated the Ashen and many more besides. A new life awaited them because he changed the tide. So peace came, but it refused to stay, for the winged warrior tats turned the sky to gray. The monster took out heroes, but that was not the end. They journeyed across the world, but Lois and Nefara did it defend. Everyone found new allies, lost family and friends, willing to fight the gods, and seeing as though they win the day, despite the odds. He fought his way out the hells, so strong that his will, and soon even Nefara's godly allies had their fill. An epic fight ensued, you see, that left the High Queen dead. Then all that was left was to decide what was ahead. Attend, my friends, the tale of Elrond Riverbend, who returned to the land of the living with stories to be penned. But there's still a bit of our story left to tell, one of which wedding bells did knell. Tyrell of House Darkfurry, devoted and true to the elves he did, and no one's love was something entirely new. Princess Valak, once distant and cold, everyone dared her icy heart with love that all could behold. Attend, my friends, the tale of Elrond Riverbend, whom of us here who would gladly call a friend. I swear to you, I've told the truth, I not alter or amend, and so you see, we finally reached the end. Oh, we could choose to marry them all, but I didn't exactly say to Aaron and Tora I was marrying them, which is kind of fair. It was only meant for Tyrell and Valak anyways. But this is like over an hour 20 minutes long, so I'll just shut up. Blaze Light and Shadow was a journey like no other, and we want to thank you so much for coming along with us. We truly poured our hearts into this series, I can tell, and we hope you love playing as much as we love making it. While the story may be coming to an end, you'll only still be written, only you get to decide where it takes you, and as Pasty might say, I hope your story is a good one. I'm glad I gave this book another chance, because I kind of wanted to give up on it after book. Yes, this is Dachi, shut up. I kind of want to give up on it on book one, because I kept rereading it. So I read a couple chapters and then reread it. So I want to start over and try to reread it with my nephew. Obviously, to restart it again because he doesn't live with me, so it would take like years to finally get to like chapter 3. Damn it, and so said fine. I'll reread it, but I'm gonna record it this time and actually, hey, now you get to see it. I finally fucking finished it. I powered through book 1 finally, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I finally read the whole thing, but now I'm upset because it's over, and I miss it, and I miss everyone in that book already. And now I kind of want to now I want to reread it. I went through so much hell first several times years ago trying to read it, to begin reading it, and now I want to reread it. So, goodbye.